What's a typical day like for you?
So I do a lot of accounts preparation. I prepare tax returns, corporation tax returns. I correspond with clients a lot, so I get a lot of phone calls. I like to make a nice cup of tea, and I have a nice lunch break. There's lots of different things that I tackle in my day-to-day.
And what would you say to somebody who was thinking about a career in accountancy?
I think it's an amazing opportunity, and you're always going to have a career for life, like I've said. It's just a brilliant opportunity to be able to go into. There are lots of different sectors you can go into. So you can go into tax, you can go into accounts, audit, and within accounts there's lots of different departments. So you've got agriculture, medical, and all sorts of different things you can specialise in. I decided to go into agriculture because my family and my partner have a big involvement in agriculture. So I thought I already had quite a deep understanding of that sector, and I really wanted to learn more about it.
How do you balance study and work commitments?
I think to start with is a bit of a struggle. Maybe it's just completely new when you leave college in sixth form. It's just something you've never had to deal with, really. I'm quite a social person, so I enjoy playing sports and going out with my mates. Got a girlfriend as well, so trying to balance all of those with study is quite difficult. But I think with AAT, because the exams are hard but doable, if you put the work in, they're reasonably okay to pass. I'm now on to ACA, which is a bit of a different challenge because it's a lot more full on. But I think doing AAT beforehand has given me the right sort of procedures and steps to know how to balance my life through study and the social things outside of work as well.
What motivated you to decide to do an apprenticeship?
I think a lot of my mates were going to uni after leaving sixth form, so I had the choice of uni or an apprenticeship was the other option for me. I think also the idea of having no debt at the end of a qualification was really appealing to me as well. I know my uncle did an apprenticeship in a similar sort of industry, and he said that the years he had in the workplace allowed him to progress internally throughout the business whilst getting a qualification, and some of his other mates that went to uni then found it harder to come in at a trainee level, as well as having to pay off their debt.
George, what advice would you give to someone who's considering an apprenticeship in accountancy?
I think the advice I'd give to somebody would be to research the firm you're going to join. I also think researching the qualification is a great idea just to see what this would entail. Lastly, I think you need to be prepared for setbacks. This may include resitting your exams. You need to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off and go again.
What's been the most rewarding part of your apprenticeship so far?
I think passing the exams has been really rewarding after you put in so much hard work. Getting that exam result and being able to say I've passed is just a really brilliant achievement. And you also get a lot of feedback from other staff members, and their sort of feedback is really nice to take on board.
So Jess, what skills have you learned since starting your apprenticeship?
There's so many. I think the main one is probably communication and confidence. I mean, when I first started my apprenticeship, I wasn't the most confident person. And I think just generally talking to people, learning how to approach conversations, and networking and things like that, I think that's helped so much.
How do you see this apprenticeship shaping your future?
Well, I think the apprenticeship has got my foot into the door with the industry that I hopefully have a career into. I hope to go on to completing my level 7 chartered studies with Lovewell Blake as well.